Welcome back, guys, to another Boom Beach video. So today we're going to give you an update on how we're going with Oops with a Plan. So right now we are 24th on the leaderboard. We've had a few tough rolls this week, and in terms of our points, it's not been going so great. We had a few max ops before. I'm going to show you one of them, but you can sort of see we had this rough patch here. 976, 678, and yep. So I'm just going to show you, I think, our ops for the last 4 days, starting with this 1131. So we got max points here. This was a good one to start off with. So we have Cheeky on Tapir. So you're just going to clear the mines. He's got to watch for this rocket range, so he's got to smoke a bit early. But once he's here, you can just sort of navigate. And then it's what, 3 shocks? And there we go, core goes down. 298. Next we have Milo on Armadillo for 226. He's just going to farm with the Bombardiers. Not too many shocks to sort of deal with here. So I think just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shocks. And once he's got enough GB, gonna drop the 7 boats with brick. Go on the left side. And he throws 6 shocks. And he gets it down pretty easy, 226. Next we have Cassell on Kalisto. I think he's running a 7.5. Not too bad, but I would say this rocket at the top is annoying because you have to use a whole shock just to kind of clear, just to keep this shocked. Laser's not in range, these rockets are in range, so are these. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shocks. It's not too bad. So he's gonna smoke up. He's going with a long flare. Perfectly times the shocks. Great hit on Kalisto. Then this was an op where we rolled Alamo, and we were wondering whether we were able to solo it, and we were able to get the solo on Alamo. Not too bad, because there wasn't sort of anything here. There's no shock launcher on the beach as well. So I like to drop just 3 boats, clear the snipers, then a Scorcher boat, because there's only 1 boom cannon here, and I want to keep bullet healthy. So I'll just let them clear. Start shocking that. I drop bullet late, so he's going to go here. We had a remote defib for this op. Gonna use some critters here just to keep this distracted. We got a bullet here. I'm gonna re-flare back. Just need to watch this rocket range. Use the remote defib to get a Scorcher back. And then from here we were able to hit the core. And that goes to solo on Alamo. And then we finish this up with an easy disassembler with Scorchers. So you can either use Grenadiers on this side, or with the use of 16 Scorchers now, you can just kind of go to the right and just eat through the shield. Since the shield is quite low. So Peng is just going to clear all this. He's going to Bart these cannons. And then he's made a pocket for himself to hit the core. Shields down. And the core goes down. On to the next up. And I think you're going to see another Fang solo on this op. So we did have one fail. Milo on Java. I'll show you the first hit though. Cheeky on Complex, 226. Bit of a standard one. You have your rockets here, here. 3 shocks of break. Beach is a bit hot. So Cheeky, I think, is going to do the 2 smoke landing. Perfectly timed. He's going to flare behind the shock launcher. That should mean the bazookas take this path. Then he's just going to flare all the way up top. 3 shocks. And he gets the complex down. This was a 298 Java. And it was a bit of a tough one because of these rockets on the beach. So, and a lot of rockets and stuff here. I think we had tiny shock for this one. So, we do the landing. Try and get up. He's really, really unlucky with this one. He's going to flare up here. Throws an early smoke here. Throws some tiny shocks. He gets a peek here, which pretty much messes up the solo. Because you can see how close he gets. So if that one Zuka didn't go around this cell, he would have got it. Pang cleaned up on Java. So Pang is running a 651. So he was worried about GBEs. So we said use some bombardiers and heavies, farm a bit on the left, since all this is covered by rockets. And then he's just going to land the Zooks. And finish the space. Nice follow-up for the 298 Java. Then we have Cassell on Manti. Not too bad, Manti. It's nothing here. So it's what? 1, 2, 3 shocks. He's gonna get this laser. So he can just farm all this. Building health is 928%, so that's about just over 2 million. He's gonna land his Zooks now. He's gonna flare just to the left of this building health statue. Utilizing the tiny shocks. Critters. Perfect timing on the critters, and he gets a solo. And then we have another Fang solo coming up. Pretty easy one. The only issue was this grappler. So I dropped Scorchers, Tanks, and Bombardiers. No medics for this one. I'm keeping this Doom Cannon shocked and then this grappler. I actually dropped Bullet late, which is actually a mess up. So I'm gonna reflare here, get Bullet properly in front. Throw another Tiny Shock here. Tiny Shock on the Doom Cannon. So once the shields are down, we're just going to clear a bit more. Give Bullet another drink. And then just flare that core. And we're going to throw a shock here. And that gets us the solo on Fang. Next up, this is where we started getting very, very rough rolls. I think this one we got Rogue, we got Humble Pie, and we got Fang. Yeah, I think Rogue, Humble Pie, and Fang. And I think we also got Cooker. So it wasn't a very good roll for us, pretty much all shield bases. So we had to improvise. So we decided to go for... we went for Rogue. Tried to get the solo on Rogue, but it didn't pay off. We thought this would be a semi-difficult one to attempt. Flares into the corner. Throws the shocks. He still has a few Zooks left, and he just kind of sits here for 2 minutes, hoping we have enough, but I think we may have, he lost too many Zooks on the clear, so he wasn't able to finish it. And then we just had Peng finishing up Rogue. So shield was almost down after the first hit. So Peng is just going to make it easy, clear the mines. And down goes Rogue. Next we have Cheeky Commodore for 190. Pretty much a standard Commodore. Easier one because there's no shock launcher here. So he's just going to land, flare right under the shock launcher. Keeps them nice and compact. Flare here. Brick is going to eat all of these mines. And then just 2 shocks. Nice hit, Cheeky. Then I tried hit on Fang, which didn't go too well. So we sort of came across this and thought, is there any way that we can make this a solo? And it sort of was difficult because of the building health. But since we still had Tiny Shock for this one, we decided to try Scorchers. So the plan was to farm all this, but all these Bombardiers decided to walk into the sniper range, so it didn't really work. So what we did instead is landed the Scorchers, clear the shields, throw Tiny Shocks on these shock launchers. But as you can see, we're sort of losing a lot of Scorchers already. And yeah, so that didn't really come off. But at least Cassell was on hand to finish it off with a great rush. Then I'll go AZ with break. Throws the critters. Tiny shocks here and here and here. Flares the core. 2, 3, 4. Great rush. And that was 2 days ago. And let's go to yesterday's up. I think we had another bad one here. So we had Boomtown, we had Cooker, and I think we also had another rogue, but it was a low rogue. So we kick things off with a 190 quick charge. Pretty standard. You got your rockets here. You got this front part. So Cheeky goes with AZ and Sparky. You're gonna come up here. Throw a shock here. Just clear all this. And then he suddenly got a very easy pocket of the core. He goes for the shields. Nice hit, Cheeky. Alright, next we sort of deliberated and figured out where the best to get max points, and we decided getting Boomtown in 2 as opposed to trying and failing the rogue would have been better points wise. So here's my opening hit on Boomtown. And it was quite a tough one because there were Doom Cannons here. There's Boom Cannons all along here. And I think the building health was 664. So we land, go straight up to the top. Be wary of this Doom Cannon range. So I throw a shot. Critters just to see if it can distract it. Come back up here. Start smoking. Four smokes to get up to the back. I'm gonna clear these mines. And it's just focused on making the hit easy for the second hitter. Use a Super Warrior to distract these. Go for the shields. These are where the boom cannons start coming into play. So we'll come up here. And then we had a bit of time left, so let's just try and hit the core. So we got about half the core health down, including all the shields. And then Comatose is on hand to finish the finish the base, I should say. Unlucky with the smoke gap there, but he still has enough to finish this. So he's at the back of the core. Nothing is going to be in range. So he's just going to clear, go for the core, and down goes Boomtown for 298. Then we have Pang on ribbon cable for 155. He's going to throw a Super Warrior here. He's just going to use Scorchers to clear all of this. Come back. Clears the left. He's going to clear all these mines. and he's cleared the pocket, so he's just going to hit the core and bring it down. There's ribbon cable for 155, and then we finish it up with a hit on XL for 119. Just pretty standard. He's just gonna land here from the right side, come to around these machine guns, and 4 shocks, 5 shocks maybe. Alright, so that's the update for today on how the rest of the hits this week have gone so far. If you like this video, please drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this type of content, and I'll definitely go be back for more. I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.